Okie dokie, I think I've set everything up. Oh boy. Every time I do this, I always get my anxiety. I don't know why. And I'm also worried that the music's too loud. But then again, that's always an issue. I have very bad sort of... I don't know, I was gonna say depth perception, but it's not depth perception when it comes to listening. Oh boy. Hi Hades, hi Phil. So howdy hi. It's librarian here, Pal D Aquila. We still don't know what the D stands for. I don't think we ever will. How y'all doing today? How's your Friday going? Currently very wet over here. Raining cats and dogs once again. It's one of those things. Never a dull day. Never a dull day. Raining over there too, Hades? Ah, yeah. Well, rain comes then, I guess. I don't. Ah, boy. This is how we're gonna start. Good, what about you? I'm doing okay, Phil, thank you. Just give me a moment, the anxiety will wear off, and then everything will go very smoothly. So, on today's agenda, we've got more working, and I am now making it a thing that we are going to try and get a picture frame for every VTuber I can find every time. So for today, I've got my good friend Yusei to make one. Because I now have a new panel. Also, Hades, I am going to have to bug you at some point to send me a picture of your VTuber model. Because I am going to frame you, and I'm going to put you into a new section of the stream I would like to call the shelf. Trademark. So, for now, if I've set this up correctly, please. Yeah. Hi. Well, welcome to the stream. It wasn't me often being framed. You're being framed. I was gonna make it into a murder wall instead, but no, you're being framed. But for now, you are not on the hit list. For today, it is Yusei. Now, for a couple people who are in here who might not know Yusei, they are an angel. It's not. Look, it was going to be a murder wall, then a bit too severe. But yeah, Yusei is a sweet angel. Literally to do with all sorts of sweets. And so I've got just the most flattering picture of her. I still don't know how I became friends with an angel, but hey ho. We'll take it. It is. But again, I'm reiterating, it is no longer a murder wall. It was going to be, and then I realised that it was inconvenient. Please. If Photoshop decides to work. There we go. There's the picture. There is, the most angelic thing we could possibly get. Just moving this over. And we do have a frame, because I literally named it frame trademark, so I need to just turn this around. Again, this is just simple stuff, but I like doing it every time because it means that I'm able to, I guess the way is show off my friends, or show off my acquaintances, or people who will soon consider me friends. I don't know. All I know is, Hades, you're next. This is not a threat, this is a promise. You are next. So, but for now though, we are going to make sure we put this angel safely in a frame where she is meant to be. You know, perfect. It is nope. We don't make threats in this place. We make promises. I pride my to be. Look, I'm just glad these videos delete themselves after 14 days. So then I don't look like a. But then oh, hold on a moment. Oh, that thing from in Unit B to say that. I know exactly who you are. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the archives. Your library pass will be at the exit. We're still trying to figure out the patent on them. But yes, now we have a nice little frame of Yusei, which is absolutely fantastic. But for now, we are going to a new section which I would like to call the shelf. Anything stupid, anything really like funny, or any sort of random PNG that we've had to like in, I am just gonna add it to the shelf. And this is where everybody's pictures are gonna be going on. So I need to quickly go and add like another section to it. So we have the scuffed hat from one the stream earlier this week. We have the Hina from yesterday after a small joke was made. So now we have Yusei after asking her this morning. Just casually, Quentin was like, hey, picture. And oddly enough, she said yes, so. Actually, she gave me two to choose from. One looked really sweet, and then one looked exactly like her. I don't know whether that's a complaint or no, not a complaint, like an insult or not. But oh boy, this could be a bit. I'll fiddle around with this properly later, so then I have like a better quality. I broke something, didn't I? I just broke the background. Oh boy, give me a second. Yep, that looks exactly like her. I broke the background. Give me a moment. Everything's just. I just set this up today. So nonsense. What the hell? You know what? No, the shelf's now in the void for a bit. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this later. Because I don't know what just happened. No, actually, no. We're fixing this. We're going to get this fixed. Whether or not it decides that it wishes to be. Stretch. There we go. Background. Fine. So. Naughty shelf's getting put in the void. Yep. There we go. Fixed. So, shelf. I will probably sort out Yusei's picture a bit better later. But for now, we have the next ones. So yeah. I'm getting that picture off you. One day. Yeah, I'll probably just DM you on Discord later, Hades. But right, that now that the stupid business is over, everything is scuffed. That is basically the theme here. I will quickly save this. I still have Hina or propaganda on here. This is allowed Photoshop or anything. Cool part of the day. Yeah, Scuff is good. Scuff is the thing that's going for me. Considering, again, model doesn't work, but we have now little cat on top of. So it's pal and her pal. And by pal, I mean me. Turn on the privacy thing again. need to make sure that this is right. And then we are changing the screen because we no longer this. What we need instead is the document. Yes, that is correct. Oh, did I get another? Oh. Wait, why is the number 24? Why is the number 24? Hold on. Doop doo doo 5. Did I miss something? I haven't missed anything. Huh. How odd. But yes, anyway. Yeah, this is the bit that people are technically here for. It is the it is the working. So for I'm gonna have to just call you Unit for a bit. So for Unit who's just come in, I'm basically doing uni work and it's mainly creative writing. So today I'm working back on a Museum de Legal, which is basically a museum that's owned and curated by criminals and ex-criminals, and nobody seems to know this. So I'm having to try and make like references that everything in there is stolen and everything is very stupid. So, and this is also where the story of RJ Ryan Jeffries comes into this. Good old Ryan Jeffries. Whoa, crime. Yeah, crime. Nothing but crime in this. No, not nothing but crime in this household. I've already talked about murder. Nope. So, yeah, it's just trying to get some more words bashed out. At least get a bit more of like a fluid concept going. Trying not to ruin the layout of the Word document. Do-do-do. So yeah, there's going to be bits and pieces of me going quiet a little bit and then actually trying to think of what to write. Because I was going to actually do proper research into certain things that make it more realistic. There are some bits I can do and there's some bits I can't do. Now like the color code, it's creative writing. Like the color code, it's creative writing notes. Aww. Yay! To be fair, actually color coding the notes is a pretty good idea considering my notes are technically up here. So like the concept, the story types and stuff, I need to color code them a bit more. Or actually color code them in general. But I'll be doing more of that when I get more work for my dissertation sorted, because fun fact with creative writing dissertations, they can be creative. Like the majority of the work can be creative if you want to, but you can still do essays, of course. I am still going down the creative route, mind you, which is going to be hunky dory diddly pory, or something like that. Yeah, say okay. I'm just glad that for this piece I don't necessarily need to research, well, not research, but have to do an explanation as to why I did it like this, but I don't. I can do it as a podcast instead, that's what I was told. Which will be a fun thing considering I'm doing more of this. This kind of seems like a podcast, but with extra steps. I'm still really confused because one of my numbers is saying that I have 24. And I don't know where that's come from because I was only on 22. And it didn't pop up with who followed. I'm so confused. Ah, well. Yeah, anyway, how's work or whatever's going on with you guys doing today? Anything busy happening? Anything cool? Anything life-changing? No, it's not. It's not because you're plural. I mean, if it was, that would be quite interesting, but then I would also be expecting that number to go about rather than just 2, okay? Oh dear. This is... Can't believe it's already been a week. It felt like it was just Monday yesterday at this point, and now it's just flown by. I know it's a really plain thing to think about, but the year's not gone quick, it's just been the week. Time moves fast nowadays, it sure does. Like, soon over here it's gonna be like daylight savings, and then we're just gonna lose an hour for sleeping in. Like, I can't really sleep in anyway. The longest I could probably sleep in the mornings is 9 o'clock, and then I just get antsy. So, yeah, no, it feels like everything's just going like super fast now. At some point it's going to go super slow again, but I don't know when. The winter usually goes quite slow, but it's feeling a bit fast this time. Spring, I'm not sure, because spring always feels like either like winter 2.0 or summer 0.5. There is nothing true. Look, especially doing this, I didn't even notice it was like 2 hours past when I did it. Yeah, winter's nice. I prefer autumn a lot more, but winter always has like that cozy feel. It's been a while since I had to look at Queen Victoria, because I am sticking with my okay, 1819, 1901. Okay, so I need to look at art between 1819 and 1901. I wonder. 1800s artwork. Oh, I didn't even know this. Famous 1800 paintings. Yeah, I have. While I'm making a fake character, I need to add realistic information. So. There was a picture I recognised, because for some reason it was an Animal Crossing. Hold on. And there's the queer stuff, and there's. I feel really bad for like some of these art pieces, because it's the fun. They're somewhat like family portraits, but you'd have to think how long it would have taken for them to paint it, and how long that the family would have had to stay there in order to get it sorted. Ooh, Sappho. No, anyway. I'm still. We're having to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna quickly switch the screens just so you can see what I'm seeing, because some of this artwork is quite good. I say some, I mean a lot of the artwork is quite good. I'm just very bad at explaining. So don't mind me. Or I guess the laptop's like, do mind me, I can't press the button. Oh, wait. Yeah, true. No, not many people would have the patience for it. I've seen like there's some artists who have to take the scene in as they go. So there's one person I see on TikTok. I have to bring it back to TikTok. Where they go to different weddings, and within those weddings, she has to like look at the scene, take it all in, and then just paint, and have to paint from one specific point. But then the only references she has are currently moving, or the scenery around her. Yeah, I mean, some of them would have to have photographic memories, but it's a case of there's also just artistic in stuff to go along with it. This one. Okay. Like, art is also very subjective too, so you never know what you're gonna get. What comes out of it? And oh boy. Oh my god, give me. Okay, I'm laughing because I don't know if you can see my issue, but my issue being that Twitch Studio is currently a no-show. Like, oh boy. I can't. Okay. Wait, we might have something. I'm gonna. Okay, I think I've mucked. Wait, have I mucked it up? Nope. Oh my god, I thought I crashed. I thought I crashed. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay. Okay. Let's see if buttons work. Please. And taking a leaf out of what Felix told me, this is now a private tab, so I don't necessarily dox myself too hard, which is fine. So yeah, that's all good. Yeah, looking. So hopefully you can see it, because if not, then I am I am minorly panicking, and I don't really want to like turn off and on the stream again. So I have no idea why this is lagging so hard today. Please. Okay, so wait. Oh, okay, thank goodness, thank you. I don't know what's going on with Twitch Studio today. It's really not wanting to properly work for me. It is oddly lagging in a way that I haven't seen it do this before, so if anything happens or if anything crashes, I do apologize. It's gonna have to be like minimal stuff I'm doing. Nothing I need to like shut down or anything. So, but yeah, there's just anyway. We're looking at art for a bit. Hannibal out, crowd in a park, Emperor Napoleon. Because yeah, the artwork era. I don't know how much of this is appropriate. Damn it. Okay, I regret my decisions. I don't think I can show the art anymore. And I can't change it. I literally just saw tentacles and I just realized, yeah, I don't know how far I can go with any of this. So never mind, that's a bad idea. This is currently a nightmare. How is this? This is just lagging so much today. What's going on? There's nothing on in the background that's of anything abnormal. The painting of Napoleon's in Minecraft, it is. I'm trying to get this to like change back, but it's not letting me. And even if I quit the thing, it's gonna end the stream, and oh boy, let's try this. Oh. Okay. Nope. Go back. Done. Okay. Saved. Wait, does that mean French people are canon in Minecraft? Yep. Yeah, French people are canon to Minecraft. Oh my goodness, the actual issue for it was having my opera up at the same time as the stream. Why was that the issue? Oh my goodness me. Well, minorly solved now. Yeah, unfortunately some of the artwork is a little yeah, I realized I should have looked beforehand. It's a little more risque than I thought. Well, to be fair, I say risque. Yeah, I didn't realize how much nudity they did in the 1800s. Because there was just one with like 2 octopi doing stuff. I can't. I just need like famous paintings. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just need to pick a couple out. It's okay. Well, to be fair, this is better than doxing myself, so this is fine. Emperor Napoleon in his study at the Tuileries. Yeah, I'll take that one. I just need to get like 1 or 2 for just research purposes. Oh sure, the tame stuff is as I scroll down, really? Yeah, I'm really sorry you can't see this, because I have to make sure that it's nothing too bad. And while I don't know the limits of how much Twitch can go for, but I don't have anything set being like this is uncomfortable for viewers or anything. And I'm not someone who needs those terms and stuff, but it's really nice to know at times because I try and keep these as family friendly as possible. I think nudity in art is not against Twitch rules. Okay, I will keep that in mind for next time if we have to go through this again. But yeah, I'm not taking my chances because I'm one of those people who panic. We're just gonna have to read the. Yeah, we might just have to do another boring stream of literally going through the Twitch terms and seeing if there's any loopholes in them. Because it's like places places having really weird rules. Which, for some reason, at the top of my head, I can't remember. I remember I think I remember that there was something about not taking any of the cacti in Texas or something, or damaging a cactus. I don't know. Rules are weird. The wave ones. 1830, the Great Wave of Kanagawa. That's also an Animal Crossing. I don't just recognize pictures from Animal Crossing, I do recognize them as they are, but I just like making links to them. Oh, the Arc de Triomphe was also. Okay. I only need like 1 or 2 anyway, so it's not so bad. And there's too many birds. Actually, there's not enough birds, but there's too many birds. Yeah, rules are there for a reason, but rules can be very weird. Which is also why I haven't really set too many rules on my chat just yet. Because I see some streamers have like a lot of them being like, don't talk about other livers, don't do this. It's like, yeah, this is fun. This is fine. But because of how it goes, I'm more of a freedom of speech unless it's gonna start hating on people, then freedom of hate can be inside your mind instead. Because it's a happy place. Or at least a semi-decent one, either or. Angel, self-portrait, man with a leather belt. They have a whole book of rules. Yeah, they do. Oh, I didn't. Oh, the original Westminster Palace. Yeah, because I remember Westminster Palace got attacked and then it also got destroyed partially. So they ended up rebuilding that after 1847. Which is fair. I've actually visited Westminster before. So I've ended up standing in like the House of Commons, which was a very interesting experience. It's a lot smaller than you might imagine. You see, over here, when you see all the conferences on TV, you think, oh, the room is huge, they can fit so many people. No, it's a lot smaller, and they have just rows of chairs that we weren't allowed to sit in. And with those chairs, we were also standing on the oppositional side versus going on the conservative, which I found quite funny. But yeah, the actual place itself is gorgeous. But in the place where everything is done, like the House of Commons and the House of Lords, very lackluster. It is a lot smaller. Everything stays on the table, so the table stuff was quite cool. But you could also see a part where journalists could look down, or certain people could like stand up there to look down. And thanks to modern technology, you see strings of cameras just hanging off the ceiling in order to just view everything. So even if they wanted privacy in there, they probably couldn't. Which, yeah, there's been a couple of scandals because of that sort of privacy. Like someone watching explicit content while in a meeting. Yeah, that was a choice they made. The cleaners. There we go. I've got. I now have. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's a weird one. It really is. But yeah, another odd thing that I found out from them is that they don't allow hats when you go and do a tour. Because I went with my undergraduate course, and with that they ended up we went and one of my teachers consistently wore a hat, but he couldn't take that off because it was a religious symbol. But he didn't explain that really. I don't know if he did consider that a religious symbol, but it technically was from his upbringing. But he hated taking it off. So if he did mention that it was religious, I think he could have kept it on. But they were very adamant for anyone to keep their hood, keep all hoods off, keep hats off. Make sure you can see ears, eyes, everything. Which I might be a bit. I still don't get why they did that. I might be a bit naive with that, but quite interesting to think that actually it could be to do with hiding stuff. So they need to make sure nothing's got snuck in or stolen. But yeah, just an odd thing that they didn't allow hats. Aw. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. I think that's a thing of respect. Yeah, that might be something to do with that. Yeah, thank you for watching, Unit. Yeah, I'd have to ask at some point if. Yeah, that's just got me thinking about that because this was a while ago when I visited. Might as well just add the reference to Minecraft in there. Damn it. Hokusai. Hokusai. I say Hokusai, I just start typing ko. Hokusai. Hmm. Kokusai. It's the feeling that you end up repeating something over and over, and then you still do it wrong. That's where we were going with this. This is okay. Definitely a lot calmer now. All the technical difficulties shouldn't be happening. Everything's fine. Quite relaxing now. But yeah, I do apologize that there's no schedules or anything for this sort of stuff. I have yet to put down any sort of concrete dates or whatnot in order to just establish that, yeah, I'm going to be streaming these days, I'm not going to be streaming these. It's a case of I'm trying to work out when I can or when I feasibly can with just to get a decent amount of time in while also getting work done at the same time. But I do know from how I work this sort of stuff out, Wednesdays are definitely not going to be streaming days because those are my longest days. And the joke that I keep making, I'm only gay on Wednesdays. Because I have a specific class then where it's called Queer and Now. So I am basically learning about queer theory and theory about the LGBTQ community, which is oddly fascinating, but it's very, very heavy. And then in the morning it's publishing, so I end up learning how to get a book published. You know, handy stuff. I don't know, it's still throwing me that 24th follower, because I don't know where they're from. Also, at some point, I need to start planning not necessarily a debut stream, because I technically did that a while back, but like a debut sort of 2.0, where I have a PowerPoint ready because I like PowerPoints and actually explaining stuff, because the first time I did it, it went about as well as you'd expect. Where I immediately accidentally showed my Discord with my name up and everything, so that was a fun time. But luckily the people who joined were very friendly as well, so it kind of helped to get into it, relax, speak Welsh for some reason. There was just a lot of Welsh. And actually, hold on, in my notebook I've got like on Zach, Okay, found the notebook. Which is the notebook I end up taking to uni with me every day. So that's quite fun. So a lot of stuff in there is for prying, not for prying eyes. I was going to say for prying eyes. No, it's not. But yeah, if I remember correctly on one of these pages, because originally, for a fun fact for you, I started this channel like months ago. I believe it was during my summer. And that was because I was just like, yeah, I wanted to make content and actually do stuff. Considering I do quite a bit outside of this, so I already edit videos for somebody else. I end up doing stuff like that, and I just try and keep busy with other bits and pieces and whatnot. So I'm both a busybody, but also very much paralyzed by my own procrastination. But I know for my first thing, I need to just skip all the stuff where I was doing interviews and other writing. One day I will show you work that I have done. Or reading. I might just read. Okay, stream ideas, yeah. Yeah, we just had an entire sort of session where I was just doing like stream ideas and whatnot. So the only bits we had down was like chatting about anything, which I guess I do now, but I do that with working too. So that writing project, which technically I am following my own stream ideas, which is an odd thing for me. So game completion, I was going to try and make this, instead of it being just simply, hey, VTuber here, it was going to be a gaming completion channel. Because I like getting all the achievements on stuff, which, reasonable. And another plan was going to be potentially like reading, so whether it was reading my own work or seeing if I could make audiobooks for stuff that haven't got audiobooks out. As there are a lot of places where they charge you for actual audiobooks or trying to find them. Then there are like places like LibriVox that offer stuff that is within the public domain. And then there's YouTube channels that do the similar thing. What games do I play? I end up playing like all sorts, so definitely Pokemon. Play a lot of Pokemon, whether it's on DS, 3DS, Game Boy, Switch, that sort of stuff. Visual novels. Visual novels is something that can be hit or miss, considering there are a lot of dark ones. So I play more indie visual novels nowadays, or like that sort of stuff. Slight bit of horror, not too much. Again, indie horror mainly. Simulator games, because I find them very funny. Anything sort of satire or dystopian. So I do have We Happy Few. Stanley Parable is hilarious. Yeah, a lot of different stuff. But I definitely say if I had to pick a couple of genres, it would be like adventure, visual novel, psychological horror. When looking through my wish list, I was going through it with one of my friends, and I was just reading like the main tag on them, and it was like simulator, 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 visual novel, psychological horror, visual novels, and it was just like jammed with bits of like psychological horrors in there. Reasonable stuff. So I do like playing collab games too, but it's finding people to play with. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Hmm. I mean, it's something at least. It's interesting. Like I didn't expect it to be like that, but you never. It's really interesting. You never know. Like I have a game developer friend, for specifically for like psychological horror visual novels or yandere visual novels, and her name's Melancholy Marionette. She's on Itch. Her stuff is really detailed, and almost all of it is voice acted, which is even cooler. She's managed to get people who would work with her to make these games, get them all voice acted. It's honestly, it's just amazing. And I can call on my friend after actually doing a university project where, for my final diss of my other degree, I ended up simply reaching out and being like, hey, do you mind if I can interview you? And a lot of back and forth. It was stranger danger on both of our ends. And it was like, okay, we're going to get over this anxiety and we're going to go and we're going to meet up. And I promise you that if anything happens, it is all on me. And so we ended up meeting up somewhere. I think we both definitely travelled outside of where we lived. But we ended up meeting up. We ended up going for a like coffee talk. And after that, we we ended up becoming like really good friends after the meeting. So that was a lot of fun. Hi, Felix. Just doing a story time here after I found my notebook of old streaming ideas, because I ended up realizing how bad that was on my end. But yeah, no, yeah, it was super nice though. So ever since we ended up like chatting a lot, and by chatting I mean we send paragraph after paragraph on either email or Discord, and then we just don't message each other back for like a couple of weeks because we're both busy. Oh my, I still need to message her. Because the last time I did, I sent her a birthday present, and so I haven't actually responded to her opening it yet. But I think what I do know is that she really liked it, so I'm good with that. But yeah, we're nostalgia. But yeah, with that, I kind of want to play her games on stream because they are a lot of fun. I get a lot of nostalgia out of them. I definitely know where to set that to be like, hey, this content isn't for everybody. Uh, but I do want to play them because they are decently long. They have a lot of like completion bits, and then there's lots of little nitty gritty details and extra little details in there, which is very fun. But I know that either tomorrow or Sunday I'm not doing a work stream because I don't think working for the entirety of the week is a healthy thing. And while I'm talking about this and not typing, technically I am doing work because I am gaining ideas and different resources. Tell that to my boss. No, no, dude. I feel really bad. Oh my goodness. You know what? No, I'm coming over there and telling your boss. You know that murder wall from earlier? I'm adding that to the murder wall. Nope, we're fine. Oh boy. I'm looking now. 1 second. The people. Oh. Slowly England away from the rest of the. Okay, sorry. I'm now getting very flustered. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! That's so cute. Ah! Oh my. Sorry. I don't mean to sound like this. It's just. Ah! That's just made my day. Okay, so for context, on the video that. On like the compilation clips that Felix made, someone I can guess who it is, but they ended up making such a really nice comment. And oh my god. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm minorly crying here because I never expected such warmth. Sorry. Oh, that is so sweet. I can't. I can't read it out. I can read it out, but it. Ah. give me a second. Just let me recover, because that honestly, that is just. It's just made my day like 10 times better than not still. You guys have made it really good too, but this is just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. To whoever has put that comment, I'm gonna quickly read it. I'm gonna read. So they said, I loved Pal Akila's stream there. So chill and able to actually chat with others and not just walls of spam emotes. And had a big smile when I found out she's also Welsh, making it practically Celtic cousins, Welsh and Irish, that will saw the English away from the rest of us in the UK. And we all bantered in this way. If you like joking about in chat, Pal and chat are perfect for you, as she bounced back with my banter and joking, and was joking similarly too. One chatter was worried about his English, but it was brilliant. We didn't even realise until he asked and that he wasn't native English. And as Pal started encouraging them, you know who you are if you read this. Definitely cozy and positive chill vibes with Pal Aquila. Oh my god. Ah! I would frame this myself, but that feels like egotistical. Sorry. I wasn't. Give me a second. I have lost for words. I don't expect this. I physically do not expect this because I just want people to have a good time, and legit, for anyone who comes here or anyone who sees this, Aki. Okay, I know the name and stuff now, but yeah, I'm just grateful that people actually come and look at this, considering it is somebody who can't get the stuff working, and it is just someone doing their work, and oh my god, no, okay, I'm gonna calm down in a minute, I promise. But this is just okay, we're good, we're fine. No, we're not. Okay, no, we're fine. Oh my goodness. But I just want to thank everybody who's even here, who's been watching, whether it's been a couple of days since I started back up. Honestly, you guys, girls, gays, theys, whatever you identify as, you just make this worth it. Or at least getting actually being able to get stuff done, it makes everything worthwhile. And a little more, like, it makes me feel a bit better trying to get back on with this sort of stuff. Vegan. Vegan. I don't know why that just made me laugh. Yep. Whatever you identify as, I support. Mostly. There are certain, like, taboo ones that I don't support, but everything else, yes. Oh, it's just... I am minorly sappy right now. So, yeah, this is... But yeah, no, we're gonna get back to the crime. Gonna get back to the crimes, okay? Writing about crimes. We're not actually gonna do crimes, we're just gonna write about crimes. And by crimes, it's just theft. Theft and burglary. Which, yeah. Do I still have that list? Hold on. There is... Before we do anything, I have, from my old degree, I have a list of crimes. Which is not something that I should be admitting, but we had to learn them in order to learn the difference. I do still have my old list of crimes. Because we had to learn the difference in order to write about them. Why does it always come back to crime with me? So yeah, we have different sections. We have, like, crimes against the person, we have crimes against property, and then we just have other crimes. That's what I was told. So I guess I'm just going to read these out while I'm also getting through this. So, crimes against the person, there's murder, which is just the unlawful killing of another person with the intention to kill or cause grievous bodily harm, which is different to manslaughter, which is the unlawful killing of someone but without, like, the intention. So you got to know your difference. So if they've accidentally murdered your pal Steve, that's manslaughter. But if they did that on purpose because Steve's being an arse, that's just murder. Next of all, there is wounding with intent or grievous bodily harm with intent, which is stuff that causes, like, that sort of stuff, but it causes serious wounds and it's purposeful. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there was an intention. Oh, bye, Phil. See you later. I hope your work goes well. No worries. Thank you, Felix. I hope your work goes well too. Have a good day. Thank you both and have amazing days. And don't worry, the library will always be open for you. Now back to the random crime. Okay. Crimes list, there's malicious wounding, there's also actual bodily harm, assault and battery. So the against property thing is the one that I definitely need. So there's theft, which is dishonestly taking something that belongs to somebody else with the intention to permanently, like, take it. Stealing isn't actually robbery or murder. Not murder, mugging. Of course it's not murder. I need to actually establish that because it's not taking the person's property without legal rights and without intending to return it. So stealing is just another word for theft, which is good to know if you cared about that. Robbery is theft by force, which is also mugging. Burglary is entering a building as a trespasser with the intention of stealing. There's aggravated burglary, which is burglary while armed. I don't know why this is useful for any of you, but we're just going off the crime list now. So there's handling, which is dishonestly receiving goods, knowing or believing them to be stolen. Hold on, Hades, we're getting there. There is taking without consent, commonly referred to as toosing, also covers joyriding. So, this is having no intention to, like, permanently deprive somebody of said object. So it's technically taking without consent. But if you have the thing of you were invited into that house, they said that you could borrow something. If you end up taking it and did say that you wanted to return it at some point, you could say that's just extended borrowing. I had to learn the difference between these when I was doing, like, court reporting. And the last three anyway are blackmail, which is just making unwanted demands with something to gain, perjury, which is lying under oath, and fraud. You're writing this down. Oh my god. Yeah, I was told this information for the low price of £9,250 a year. Because universities are wild. But yeah, I just have, like, this random sheet of paper that I keep with me always just to tell me the different crimes and what they mean. Because I have to study them for an exam. I kid you not, I had an exam on the difference between them. And I had to remember all of these to make sure that I could pass said exam. But yeah, no, it was more interesting to, like, learn about, as well as the small caveat that you were able to study. You actually were to study court reporting, and alongside this, I found out that in the UK, you are free to just walk into any court and just sit and watch. There are slight what's the word? What the hell's the word? Not differences, it's the exemptions. How did I forget the word exemptions? Oh my goodness. But yeah, there are slight exemptions in what you can and can't cover. But majority of the courts, you can just physically walk in and just report and just do whatever you want. But they also have laws in there too about what you can and can't take out of it. Better than what you learned. Yeah, true. It was a wild time because we were just learning also how to not get sued in a way. Because I guess I didn't explicitly say it. For my because I already got a degree. I have that in journalism. So for 3 years, I was studying how all that worked. So whether it was from like writing just any sort of article to any sort of specific thing to the different sort of niches and what you'd need to know for that. Me being the stubborn ass that I am, I decided to go into video game journalism for that time. And that was a minor mistake considering my teacher that I was having as my tutor had no idea what I was talking about. And so my project didn't get the best grade, but it didn't get the worst either. So I passed, basically. I passed. But yeah, it's really nitty gritty. Boom, boom, boom. It does. It really does. Actually getting the grade. Because, I don't know what it's like in other places. I know that America's grading system is terrible. But over here, having 50 or above is a pass, having 60 or above is a merit, and 70 or above is a distinction. So I managed to get at least a merit with that work, which I will fully take, considering it was a topic that they didn't know anything about. And then called the history of women in the video game industry dry. But yeah, I'm not salty, not at all. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just gonna get a couple more sentences done at least. Because while this has ended up giving me like a brainstorming idea instead, which isn't too bad. Because while it doesn't look like I've got much work done, it helps me to at least consider more of my angles, and did a bit more research and also talking about it. It's helped. Um, which one is it? Barista. I don't need the kleptomaniac yet. Conservator. Okie dokie. Right, then I'm gonna have to cut this short because I've had a couple too many technical difficulties today. But work done, things have been talked about, and crimes have not been made against humanity. So we will take that, and we will deal with that. But yeah, for now, yeah, gonna have to. So the end it, I don't know how to do outros very well. So anyone who has checked in now or anyone who's checked in earlier, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. I hope you've appreciated just the small little space. We take all the crimes. We do. Yeah. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, like, calm. I'd say calm. We've just been talking about all sorts of crimes and stuff for the past, like, hour. But yeah, hopefully it's been a relaxing space. Hopefully you've been able to also get work done too, if you have, or have just have this in the background if you haven't. I enjoy whatever company I get, and I enjoy the fact that you all exist. So, until the archives open once more, I bid you a farewell. So, Ibore, pronoun, ani no star. No. Bye.